So someone once asked Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, how would you measure the progress of a society? And you know what he said? He said the progress of a society is directly proportional to the kind of progress that the women in that society make. And I couldn't agree more. A very happy Women's Day to all of you out there from Clat Possible. Well, the women in our society, which is India, they're doing wonders in every field. Today, we are going to discuss and celebrate some women who have been trailblazers in the legal landscape of India. अब ये सब कुछ तो ठीक है, लेकिन एज अ क्लैट एंड एलिट एस्पिरेंट आपके लिए ये इतना इम्पोर्टेंट क्यों है? क्योंकि अगर आपको याद हो कि इस साल निर्मला सीतारमन, our finance minister, said that the government of India has recognized 4 new castes: the poor of India, the farmers of India, the youth of India, and yes, you guessed it right, the women of India. So anything and everything to do with women empowerment or women trailblazers does become important for us. So without wasting any time, let's start it off and let's celebrate these women. So the first things first, 8th March is celebrated as International Women's Day, and the theme is important for us, which is invest in women and accelerate progress. अब पहली बात तो ये है यार, 8th मार्च ही क्यों डिसाइड किया? पॉइंट इज, पहली बात तो ये है, डिसाइड ही क्यों किया कि एक दिन इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे मनाया जाएगा? हर दिन मनाओ. A lot of people say that, right? And while it is absolutely correct, this particular date is a reminder to the society that, guys, you need to pull up your socks. The women of any society, they're not asking for some privileges. They're just asking you to let them be. Chalo, now that I've discussed that, the 8th of March. Guys, there are 2 types of calendars. एक को बोलते हैं Julian calendar, दूसरे को बोलते हैं Gregorian calendar. So 1917 तक ना जो last day of February होता था, उस दिन commemorate किया जाता था women's role in a society. But something happened in 1917 in Russia. So on the 23rd of March, the Russian women, they protested. Because you see, World War was happening and there was very short supply of essential goods such as food, medicine, so on and so forth. And so hence that day came to be known as International Women's Day, because it was in the same year in 1917 that the Russian women got the right to vote. Now that is the Julian calendar. When you see the same day in the Gregorian calendar, that date turns out to be the 8th of March, which was formally recognized by the United Nations in 1977. They decided it in 1975 and then recognized it in 1977. Now that we know why do we celebrate this day, let's start off with the important trailblazers in the legal landscape, starting off with Cornelia Sorabji. Why is she celebrated? Because she's the first female advocate of India. Anna Chandy, the first female judge of India. Leela Seth, the first female Chief Justice of a High Court. Now, which High Court? Which state? I'm talking about Himachal Pradesh. In fact, she was the first female judge in the Delhi High Court also. But for Himachal Pradesh High Court, she was the first female Chief Justice of the Himachal Pradesh High Court. Let's go on to the next one. Fathima Beevi. She passed away last year and we lost a gem. She was the first female Supreme Court judge of India. Let's go on to the next one. Mithan Jamshed Lam. You see, when the British were ruling over us, instead of using the term lawyer, we used to use the term barrister, because you see, that is what, the people who wanted to practice law had to go and do it from Britain. So she became the first woman barrister in the Bombay High Court, was also bestowed upon this honor of Padma Bhushan later on. Let's go on to the next one. This is Violet Alva. She was the first female lawyer to appear before a high court. In fact, she was also the first female deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha. Kindly keep that in mind. Let's go on to the next one, Rebecca John. Now, Rebecca John is known for a lot of judgments pertaining to criminal law. You must have read about the Harshad Mehta case or the Arushi Talwar murder case and many, many more. Let's go on to the next one, Indira Jaising. I mean, she is so popular. I'm sure you guys must have read about her. You know, they equate her to the likes of Ram Jethmalani. She is known for multiple cases, and she has also started off the Lawyers Collective. She was also the first woman who served as the Additional Solicitor General of India. Karuna Nandi, she is the advocate for gender justice. She has worked with the United Nations. And you must have read about this case where there was a specially abled person who was getting onto the SpiceJet Airlines, and she was refused for the same. And she became the advocate for that particular person and got her a compensation of almost, I think, 10 lakh, right? Menaka Guruswami is someone, I'm sure if you look at the face, you must know her. If in case you don't, she is an advocate for the LGBTQ rights. She was also a part of the Navteej Singh Johar judgment that led to the decriminalization of sexual intercourse between homosexuals, which was Section 377 of IPC. Of course, it has been read down because of her. She was also one of the advocates in the case related to the Supreme judgment, which happened last year, which was to do with same-sex marriages. Of course, same-sex marriages are not recognized in India, but she's the one who's driving the right to education and, of course, the LGBTQ rights. Justice Nagaratna. She's on the path to becoming India's 54th Chief Justice. If all goes well, she will be the first female Chief Justice of India, which is a huge, huge honor, right? So that is that from our end at Clat Possible. Enjoy your day and kindly make a note of all of these females. Learn it up, not only because it's important for your competitive, but you are budding future lawyers, so you should know who was the one who paved the way for you, so that you were even able to think of picking up this particular profession. So if you found this video informative, kindly like the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.